Hello and welcome on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Well, we've been talking about age grade football. We did that in the morning, and now we want to continue with where we actually stop because we have an ex-player in the house. Well, Ibrahim Indala is here. Good to have you, Ibrahim. Good one again.
Thank you, Mr. Adi.
Good one. And Charles Ohaji, good to have you again.
Yes, thank you.
Now, earlier today you were talking about age grade football, and we have to cut it short there. But before we talked about to you, let's quickly talk to the team coordinator over there from Ghana, who will be telling us concerning that. Hello, team coordinator Bello Oguso. Good to have you this evening. Fine. Good evening. Nigeria is fine. Let's have you. At least congratulations, first of all, for your team winning. Hello? Are you there?
Hello?
Okay, we can hear you clear now. I said congratulations for your team winning the game against Togo. 3-1. Good one there.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, so now let's continue. What has been the motivation for your team against Ghana 4-2, against Togo 3-1? What has been the secret? Hello, are you there?
I'm there.
Okay, I asked you earlier, I said, what has been the secret or the motivation for your boys doing so well? You are the team coordinator. Against Ghana 4-2, against Togo 3-1. Network is not our...
Ghana and Nigeria is
the network is not our friend at all. The team coordinator Bello Oguso from Ghana. I think we have to go because we are not really hearing you.
Let me
Oh, network is not our friend. Well, we've been talking with Bello Oguso there, the team coordinator of Golden Eaglet. At least he wanted to give us some information concerning that team, how far they've gone so far. Well, we'll be still waiting if we can still get him, and we'll continue to talk about that. Now, Ndala, we were talking earlier about the age grade, and you were giving us some past history. Let's go back to that, and let's have some good time.
No, okay, Adi. Just like the question you asked, why is it the progression to the senior team is always been somehow? And start giving you some instances using Argentina as example and CRCR team of 2005. So the problem with Nigeria is the progression of the boys to the senior team. That is the big problem.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you?
Okay, fine. So, okay, while we pause with Ndala Ibrahim, let's talk with Bello Oguso, the team coordinator of Golden Eaglet. Are you hearing us?
I'm hearing you clear.
Okay, so...
We have network breaking out there.
Okay, network issue. Okay, before you go, if you can hear us, can you tell us the motivation so far for your boys?
First and foremost, I have to thank all Nigerians for their support and the prayers. You know, with their prayers, it means a lot to the team. And secondly, I have to thank the Nigeria Football Federation for supporting the team financially and morally. And likewise, I have to thank the technical crew of the team for trying to see that the boys did their best and we go and win. The winning goes to all Nigerians.
Okay, at least you celebrated your boys, and so far they've qualified for semi-finals, and a lot of Nigerians are hoping that the remaining 2 games they can win it and scoop this competition. We lost Bello Oguso there. That's network has not been our friend at all. Well, he was telling us about how the team, he wants to actually appreciate Nigerians for their support concerning that team. They've been doing well, 2 matches, 2 wins, and we continue to see if we can still get him while we talk about age grade football. Well, let's continue with Ndala.
So, Ade, that has been the issue, because we don't have them in group to progress. Yes, you can just have 1 or 2. And secondly, with the system now running, with so many Nigerian boys born abroad coming into the Super Eagles to play, I don't see this new generation of Nigerian under-17 boys to have more chance in the Eagles.
Well, as we've been talking with Ndala, who has been giving us this, let's talk to Ohaji. Well, from the way it is, we've been talking on the topic age grade football in Nigeria, and that's our focus before we go to the bigger focus. Now, let's look at the fact that, yes, under 17, under 20, under 21, for boys and for girls, we have it right. Recently, Falconets, Flamingos, they've done well, qualified for the World Cup. And I want to ask that question. How come, like I asked earlier, that when it comes to cadet football, we are doing so well? Look at our ladies. They qualified for the World Cup. But our senior players, although for the ladies, they've dominated Africa, they've done well. But it's always a bit difficult for us to break away when it comes to the world at the the senior level. What do you see as the main problem?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ade. Like I said earlier some time ago, I said I feel distraction has been a big problem. The distraction, even motivation too, comes into that.
Hello? Hello? Okay, it seems you are back now. Let's have you again. Can you hear us? Hello? The network is not really our friend at all. Well, let's just move on.
Yeah, so as I was saying, so I've seen that, as you know, as I said earlier, when you see these young lads, okay, at this point, okay, they are young at the time, they want to make name for themselves, they want to play football, they want to get to the highest level of football.
Hello, team coordinator. Can you hear us now? Oh, okay. Let's just continue with our show.
Yeah. So I think for me, I think one of the main problem is when you come to progression is the developmental aspect of it and the guiding of the players. If you remember before now, a lot of senior players have finished playing football and they wallow in abject rejection and poverty because there was no this education to them that look, when you are playing, you make hay when the sun is high. We've seen a lot of footballers before now, when they finish playing, they come back home. They couldn't
fall back on.
Nothing to fall back on because there was this education didn't come, and that was why the issue of the academy right now, it's everywhere, because from there you're being taught, you're being educated that look, after football there is life after football. So when you're progressing from that stage, you should be able to also manage yourself. So I think one of the big reasons is that distraction and lack of motivation. A lot of players at this age, these boys are not thinking of anything. All they are thinking of is football. Nothing else they think of. Football and food. And they're not thinking of responsibility. They're not thinking of, okay, but my father needs money, they will call me to come and do this. No, they're not distracted. But as they keep going on, they keep so many, because of the system, so much distraction keep coming into them. And when they get to a certain stage, at that point, they start taking decisions. You see some players who say they don't want to play for the national team again. They retire. Why are they saying that? Just like the goalkeeper Okoye. We saw our goalkeeper Okoye, Maduka Okoye. Practically, he said he's not even want to play for the Super Eagles again. Why? Because he could not manage the criticism that came out after that Tunisia Nation Cup and blunders he did. He couldn't manage it and then come back to play. He said he's no more playing and he has given up. So you see, so a lot of factors coming at this stage, and I will still blame back at the system of our football. For our football, I've had a system whereby from under 17, they monitor you. You see, the thing is that once the lad comes back now, nobody is put in place to monitor their progression, to monitor how they are doing, to monitor their psychological behavior, what is wrong with them, to monitor everything about them. They just be the ones they come back now, even if they win, they are allowed to go on their own. And by the time you're calling them back on under 20, a lot may have derailed. Either one thing or the other that has to do with the story of the country, either economic problem, whatever problem, social problem, where will come in and nobody to manage them. So if we are able to harness them from 2017, we follow up on these players individually, make sure that they progress. We take them to even clubs. We see in Europe, where, as he said, a lot of boys, once they come back, they go back to the club and they are under the club monitor their progression. Even the national team coach comes there to monitor, how is this boy doing, how is he playing, talk to them, does he have injury, and they keep playing. They know, okay, we have where we are going to. But in Nigeria, once they come back, they share the money. The NFF and co, they share the money, the dollar, these boys, because they win the cup. That's all. They're not interested in these boys again. By the time they come on under 20 now, of course, they start looking for fresh boys to come with. And it's either they've not even paid these boys. We've seen standing whereby they don't pay these players. Now they don't pay you. After that one, they go and look for a new set of players. Instead of coming back to you because they know they've not paid, they've not treated you well, they leave you and go and look for start grooming new set of players. So all these things are things that we need to, in this country, take serious and know that it's serious business. Football is education, football is business, football is employment, football is society, having it right.
Good one there. We've been talking about the age grade football in Nigeria, focusing on it, and we've been talking with Charles Ohaji and Ibrahim Mdala, an ex-international. Now let's switch from the age grade football. Well, let's talk about football in Nigeria. Talking about Nigerian national team's performance. You look at that's the next focus. Now, Nigerian national teams, when it comes to Super Falcons, Super Eagles,
10-0, not about 10-0 yet.
Super Falcons, Super Eagles, and all of them. By the time you bring them together, you have national teams in Nigeria, both the Flamingo, the Falconet, all the Golden Eaglet, and we're looking at them right now. That's our focus. Let's just leave age grade a bit. So far, in Nigerian football, Nigerian national teams, as an ex-player, ex-international, if they should ask you right now, what can you say about Nigerian national teams? What would you say? From under 17 to anywhere.
Full of talent, but no system to show for it. Full of talents, a lot of talented players, the Moses, the Chikwezes, the Aonis, the Ekong, the Basi, all good players. They are all good players. But really, did we have a system? You can see Spain, or you can see Brazil. They keep to one system of play. The way the senior team plays, that's how they played all through down to the under 13. The same thing with Brazilians. The same thing with the Italians. You know, when you're playing against the Italians, you have to be physical. You know they will come at you. The same thing with the senior team. Do we have that? No. Our under 20 are playing different system of football. Our Super Eagles are playing different system of football. Our under 17, the Falcons, everybody is just playing
the way they like.
The way they like.
We don't have a pattern.
Yes, we don't have. I call it a system. It's just a system because when you have it as a system, everybody follows through. What Super Eagles is playing, that's what everybody will play. What Super Falcon is playing, that's what all the Flamingos will play. But do we have that? No. And simple reason is because we don't have a proper relationship within all those teams, the way they do in Europe, where we always want to copy. We only copy the good things, but we don't copy the real foundation of what makes that thing good. We didn't copy it. We only copy from the top. Now we brought in a white guy. Yeah, he's setting up a team. They are doing well. They're playing well. At least when you look at what happened in the qualifier with Ghana, at least they are putting smiles a little bit in Nigerians' face. But that notwithstanding, losing out of Qatar still hot. Not seeing Nigeria at World Cup still hot. So I hope we will get it gradually one day. But for now, I think just full of talent, but
No system.
No system.
That's your basic summary of Nigerian national team, according to
Yes.
Ibrahim Ndala. We have talent. We have diverse talents in Nigeria when it comes to football, but no system from an ex-player. That's it. Now let's hear from Charles. Your own analysis of Nigerian national team performance. So
yes.
far.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, Ndala mentioned system, but again, when we look at it, the system comprises of so many things. It comes with the welfare package, the medical package, the emotional packages, and so many things. That's what it comes in it, and the sense of belonging. These are what makes up a system. We talk about a system. All these are things you look at. Yes, for me, the thing with the national team is we have not been able to. You see, for me, my problem with them is it comes from the top. From the top, we have not been able to be consistent. We've been able to see whereby one coach in the national team is staying for 7-10 years. We've seen Senegal where they have a coach that's been there for 7 years. We see teams, we see England, we see them, they keep these coaches for 5 years, 6 years. We saw the German coach before he left, Low. He was there for a very long time. So, and these are part of the systems too. So, national team, Nigeria is a breeding ground for all sports, whether football, but especially in football. The talent is there, the skills are there, the strength are there, but so many factors are missing from there. And all these factors, if we keep talking about them, it could be political because a lot of it comes, at times they want to turn football into politics. Football is becoming political in Nigeria. Once you let it go that way, definitely something will go wrong somewhere because now interest will start coming in. That's the major problem. Therefore, interest has started coming. Everybody has interest. So because there has interest, there must be confusion and division in these teams. Now, when it comes to the technical crew, how are their welfare package being given? What confidence, what trust do you give in them? Now, look at now we have a foreign coach, Pizarro. They gave him a 1-year contract. It's in Nigeria. It's in Nigeria. Pizarro right now is in Nigeria and they gave him a 1-year contract. Why did they give him a 1-year contract in Nigeria? For me, I'm still wondering. Is 1 year enough for a coach to deliver? Fine. Okay, we take 1 year because of what happened with the former coach that left, Raw. Yeah, Raw was given a contract. At the end of the day, Nigeria is asked to pay him a lot of money because we laid him off when he was not performing, when he was not giving us what we want. So we need to have an identity for Nigerian football. These are Nigerian players their football, as he said, from the youth to the top. This should be motivation. I know this is the style we play. And not just only that, the welfare packages should also be the utmost importance to keep this national team going. Super Eagles, of course, they set a history just some few days ago. They beat a club 10-0. For me, they will have scored that. They will have beat that club like 20-0. I was going to score like 15 goals. Because why the thing is, if you get a weaker team, trash them very well. You beat them very well and 20-0.
I can see how happy you are. That's why you are calling the whole country a club.
A club.
South
You're calling a country a club.
Can you imagine?
Okay, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
No, but they trash them well and they play. So all these things are what we're all looking at. But generally in all, Nigerian national team have on their own. Let me tell you something. Sorry, Ndala is here. He played for club football. It gets to a point that if we're not careful, the administrators in football, they have a major problem. They tell you that, look, we know how we win our matches. They don't even need the players. You don't just come there and wear jersey. We know how we win our matches. You see, these are the things that are not, and they are not proper. You know, you should be able to know, okay, these are the players, are the tools to win the matches. But at times, they don't even care about the player that you feed. They say, we don't care about them. We know how they keep the money. They are not paying players. And so many things are not right. So many things are going wrong in sports, and it's a big problem for us. But all the same, we hope we'll get it right. And with this victory we had against Satome, I hope it's a stepping stone to a greater thing to go. It's going to call out awareness. Every footballer now, everybody is now aware. That 10-0 has brought so many people looking at Nigeria. Who scored 10-0? The last time I had 10-0 was, in fact, last year I didn't hear anybody beat anybody 10-0. They have not even street football.
So that's why you call them a club.
and the Eagles retest will come against Guinea-Bissau.
That's when the retest will come.
That's when the retest. That's when all these 10-0, all these 3-0.
No, beat Guinea. Let me tell you why.
I said the retest. The retest will come.
Let me tell you why I'm not from this Super Eagles.
Because you're facing a good side, a real decent side, a decent side that can cause problem for Eagles, that can even beat Eagles.
Let me tell you something.
Watch them in the Nations Cup how they play.
No, let me tell you.
They are not just a pushover.
So
they are not like you don't rate them with Santome. They're a very good side too.
But we've seen teams like Satome, we've seen Comoros and Co coming up to cause upsets. We've seen it happen. But let me tell you, the two things happened in this match that I played. One, the selection was spot on. Now, the selection was spot on because I was able to see a coach that could look up and drop a Joe Aribo to the bench, drop a Chukwueze to the bench, and then play an Iwobi, a Turbo, and then play a Lukman and Musama. I saw a coach, because when Ekong injured, I was expecting Omero traditionally to come in. But I saw a coach that was able to drop Omero on the bench, bring in a Kevin Bassi, stay at the middle of the park and Sheyi, bring in Seydou Sanusi. And Seydou Sanusi, that match was the reason I know why he was a regular in Porto. I saw a left full back and then Olaina. You saw the selection of the team. It was a fit players. So I think if we get it right and we only go for the best players that are fit, not just because, this person, Ahmed Musa, let's play him. No, people that are fit, I think we'll get it spot on. So, and if you check them out, the whole young players that came in all scored a goal. And for me, this is another good thing for them because their confidence will come up. They'll be able to come into the team and they said, yes, we are part of the team now. And I bet you going forward, if they remain like this and no distraction, because that's what will come in next. They'll start influencing them.
Good one. You actually made your point, but Dallas seems not to be agreeing. From the way you are shaking your head, you seem to have something to say.
No,
Guinea-Bissau.
No, but
we have to be careful.
With Guinea-Bissau, for me, that will be the retest. The two games they play, all those games are pushover games. If Eagles don't win those two games, that means we need to start asking a serious question. But with Guinea-Bissau, what I mean is a test. We are still far much better than them, but with the way they play in the last Nations Cup, how they perform, I think they are not pushover. And
anything that wants to play in Nigeria, they are always adding extra strength.
Yes, because unlike those days when all those little countries in Africa don't have players playing overseas much, now Guinea-Bissau, they can hit their chest. They have more than 15 players
playing abroad.
So
they can face us.
Playing in good team also. So that's why I say it's going to be a real test.
It's going to be a real test. We've been having a good time with Charles Ohaji and Ibrahim Ndala. They've been talking about age grade football and also not forgetting football development in Nigeria. It has to do with national team of Nigeria, especially Super Eagles, Super Falcons, Flamingo, Falconet, Golden Eaglet, and Flying Eagles. We have to up our games. Things are going well for now, and let's continue to do that. But before we go quickly, let me quickly run through some of the stories that actually broke out before we wrap it up. We talked about Kwibuka T20 Women League, where Nigeria actually lost again. We lost against Kenya. We actually played the third game, losing to Uganda, and now we lost against Kenya in our next game. That's this story we're actually talking about. Team Nigeria suffers another defeat when it comes to cricket. And also in some transfer story, we have Chelsea contributed a deal for Lazio Albania goalkeeper Thomas Strakosha if Kepa Arrizabalaga actually leaves. And also we have Manchester United makes offer for Denmark midfielder Christian Eriksen. Well, for the way it is right now, well, it's possible that they will be making a move for Eriksen from the way it is. And then Junior Lokosa agrees 2 years contract with Super Sport United of South Africa. Good one for the Nigerian international. He moves, he has played for Experience, he played for Simba of Tanzania, and now he's moving to Super Sport over there in South Africa. Good one for Junior Lokosa. A lot of people have not heard from him well since he moved to Kwara United, but good one. The Nigerian is back to the basics now, playing football and enjoying his game. Those are the stories trending. But just so that we have to give you more when it comes to the world of sport. We've been talking with Ibrahim Ndala and Charles Ohaji. Ibrahim, the final word concerning Nigerian football before we go.
Wow, so many words. Final word. That will be difficult. We hope to see a Nigerian football system that will run smoothly without no interference. Administrators, stay in your lane as administrator. Let the coaches handle themselves as coaches. That is the Nigerian football.
Stay on your lane.
Yes.
That's your advice.
Yes, be an administrator. Run your team as an administrator. Then coaches, handle your team and leave the business aspect of it for those who have the business of it.
Good one there. And Charles?
Yes, yeah. My last word is I think I look forward to see us coming home. I look forward to see the local or the indigenous people, especially coaches, taking over the reins of football. And also, I look forward to also see the ex-footballers also taking over the football administration in Nigeria, because these are people that have experience so that they can run this sport the way it's meant to run, so that at the end of the day, sports will provide a lot of solution to the problem rocking this country, Nigeria.
We just hope things will go well in Nigerian football. We've been talking about the development of Nigerian football, both age grade and also the national teams, the senior national teams, rather. Now we have to go. 360 Sport has been the show on Trust TV. I am Adeniyi Ajishafe. I have the two gentlemen in the studio. Ibrahim Dala, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And Charles Ohaji, thanks to you too.
Yeah, thank you, Adeniyi.
Yes, we have to go now. Thanks for watching. Well, from the way it is,